Across the South Coast, live from Solent University, you're listening to Solent Sports News.
Good afternoon, it's 1 o'clock. I'm Redden Goodwin, and these are your Solent Sports News headlines. Southampton will be back in training today ahead of Sunday's clash with Tottenham as they aim to turn around a bad start to the season. The Saints currently sit 8 points away from safety after Saturday's 1-0 loss to Aston Villa. Speaking about the result, manager Russell Martin was unhappy with the goal, calling it a poor error.
Across the South Coast, live from Solent University, you're listening to...
But the goal was just so poor. We kick it long because we have a scary moment just before it, and we kick it long when we just don't need to two of the smallest players on the pitch. And then it comes back, and then we press well, force it to one side of the pitch, and we 2v1 with the striker, and somehow he ends up with the ball and scores. This is madness.
Cole Palmer becomes the first player in Premier League history to score 12 consecutive penalties, as his 2 goals helped Chelsea score a comeback against Tottenham. The Blues were 2 goals down, but managed to turn it around as they won the game 4-3. Speaking on his victory, manager Enzo Maresca praised his players for being mentally strong.
To come in this stadium against this team and to concede 2 goals and then continue with the same plan on the ball, off the ball, show how the players, they are in this moment mentally strong. That is important.
Manchester United sporting director Dan Ashworth has announced he will be leaving his role after just 5 months in charge. The 53-year-old joined the Red Devils from Newcastle United in July, with the club paying £2 to £3 million in compensation. Former Manchester United player Gary Neville told NBC he's not impressed with the club's brief response to the news.
You can't bring somebody to the level of Dan Ashworth and then lose him after 5 months and think that something hasn't gone wrong. Fans are going to be now asking the question, what's gone wrong? They're going to speculate, it's going to leave huge voids. I think you're better off just punching us in the face with the truth sometimes when it's so obvious that there has been something that's gone wrong.
Portsmouth will be hoping to build from back-to-back home wins when they face Hull City tomorrow. Pompey managed to move off the bottom of the table on Saturday thanks to a convincing 3-0 win against Bristol City. With a game in hand on their rivals, a win would see them move out of the relegation zone and into 18th place. Clubs in the second tier of English Rugby Union are calling for a vote of no confidence in the leadership of the game. The call comes after Chief Executive Bill Sweeney was paid a bonus of over £350,000 despite redundancies being made while the union recorded financial loss. Championship clubs want the meeting with the RFU to discuss Sweeney along with the organisation's chairman Tom Ilube. Moving on to the cricket, England have clinched the series win over New Zealand after beating the host by 323 runs in the second test. The first time England have beaten New Zealand away since 2008, as well as their first victory in 2 years. Youngster Jacob Bethel starred for the Three Lions, with captain Ben Stokes saying he's proved why people rate him so highly.
A young lad, I was devastated for him to not get that 3 figures, but I walked in and I said to him, I was like, oh, it's only 4 runs, isn't it? And his response was, yeah, but it would have been flair if I smacked that through the covers to bring it up. I think he's proved a lot to a lot of people and proved why we rate him so highly.
McLaren have won the World Constructors' Championship for the first time in 26 years as the Formula 1 season comes to its conclusion. The Woking-based team secured the title thanks to driver Lando Norris, who finished in first place at the race at Abu Dhabi. Despite coming in second and third, Ferrari were unable to close the 21-point gap that McLaren had built prior to the weekend. The 6-person shortlist has now been confirmed for the 2024 Sports Personality of the Year awards. England footballer Jude Bellingham is among the contenders, alongside Olympic gold-winning runner Keely Hodgkinson and darts player Luke Littler. Rounding up the list is England cricketer Joe Root, Britain's most successful Paralympian Sarah Storey, Olympic winning triathlete Alex Yee. That's all from us this hour. I'll be back at 2.